Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Chris with InsideTheU. Have a huge game today. Miami Hurricanes and Duke Blue Devils, real rosters. And you guys know it's going to be a big one. If you like this video, hit the like button if you could. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't yet to get all your information on the Miami Hurricanes and any feature for ITU games. Here's the starting lineups I'm going with. I am playing the Miami Hurricanes here. This is not a simulation. Hopefully I can get off to a good start. Big thing for Miami is how many players they will have available for this game. Get off to a good start. Okay, there we go. 3-ball by Anthony Walker. Anthony Walker has struggled from 3 lately, or at least all season, but lately he's been making a couple, so hopefully he can knock down a 3 or 2. I want to get into some changes I think Miami could make, possibly to make a difference. I don't know if it'll make a difference against Duke. They are going to have their hands full. Duke's a very good team, a very talented team who's playing well lately. Certainly get into Duke. Shout out to any Duke fans out there. They're checking out their squad on this game. Okay, I want to try to get some buckets for Isaiah Wong. I feel like that's the big thing we need to get done if we can get this win today. Cameron McGusty, great to see him back in the lineup.
Dishes it to the left wing.
Knock down a short shot. Okay, we'll finish that. Okay, drew the foul. So Dane Gak has been starting. He started last game for Nyseer Brooks. It was the first time all season. I went ahead and put Gak in there again. And we'll see if they stick with that or if they'll go back to Brooks. But they did like, Coach Larinaga after the game against Wake Forest did say that he's been pleased with how Gak has been playing. He's been playing better. And he was the only player that had not started for the Hurricanes this season. Wendell Moore with the 15-foot jumper. Wendell Moore is an interesting player for Duke. Nice finish by Walker. Good start. We're off to a 7-0 start. This is great. It'd be great to see Miami get off to a good start, but certainly a full 40-minute game. Miami led 13-5 last game against Wake Forest, and this just was unable to sustain it even in the first half. They go down 10 at halftime, and just unable to really. They got it to 5 in the second half, but Wake Forest always had the answer, and Miami went on to lose its 4th straight. Isaiah Wong, definitely need him to have a big game here. Jalen Johnson, he's a player to watch for Duke. He's played really well lately. He's a guy that can fill it up on the stat sheet, and with that, he can kind of do that in a hurry. He can block a shot, grab the defensive rebound, take that defensive rebound, move it up court. He could finish on his own or look for an assist. So he's a guy that can quickly just rack up the stats with the way he plays when he's playing well. Big thing for Jalen is to stay out of foul trouble and to always stay engaged. And Miami will look, hopefully they can kind of get him off his game. I think Duke's a little bit different team when Jalen's not playing well and not a factor. Okay, Beverly. Okay, what was I doing? That was terrible defense. I needed Beverly to guard Goldwire. Michael Hurt. Matthew Hurt, apologize. Matthew's been playing well this season. He's our leading scorer. 18 points a game. He's a guy that can knock down shots. Let's see if we can run some offense here. We can make that shot. There we go. That's Jalen Johnson's 2nd foul. That's exactly what I was talking about with the foul trouble. Great finish by Walker. How in the world? Okay, we got to finish this one. That was not a good sequence there. Perfect release on the free throw, but unable to knock it down. That's what Hurt can do. He can score inside, but he can also knock down jumpers. He can hit threes. He's got that high arching release point, makes it tough to defend. So we're off to that good start, but they're a tough team. 11-10. And yeah, so for this game, I'm only going to play 7 players. I got Willie Harrington off the bench, and then Nasir Brooks. Those are the only 7 players I'm going to use.
Number 23 has it.
Got to knock that down.
From downtown.
Nice.
Perfect shot by Wong.
Open threes, have to knock them down. I'd like to see Miami. I think that's one thing that they've struggled with at times. Obviously, they've struggled to shoot the ball from 3, but, you know, if they can get some open threes, I think that's the key. See if we can run another. Definitely want to turn that press off. It's getting annoying. Sometimes the press just kind of pops up. We're not trying to press. Oh, terrible pass. You can never throw a pass across the lane, especially with the post guy. So our guys are already getting tired. Something to watch for sure. Tied up at 14. Okay, let's see if we can get something going. Maybe we can get Beverly going to the bucket. There's McGusty. Just shoot that jumper. It's just on him. We'll feed it inside. Nice. Wendell Moore with the foul. One of the things that Miami's going to have to pay attention to when they play these short lineup, where they don't have a lot of depth, going to have to stay out of foul trouble. And certainly if they're able to get Duke into a little bit of foul trouble, that would be big. So I'm bringing in Willie Harrington, walk on. I really like how he played a couple games ago when he started the second half for Harlan Beverly. He was having a hard time not turning the ball over. But Harrington's a guy that can play solid defense. Unlikely to knock down a shot, but that good defense there. Okay, Goldwire. Thought he was going to make me pay there. Here we go. You're probably not going to see Miami run the ball too often. I'm trying to push it up court for an easy bucket if I can. Try not to let Duke get set up in their defense. Mark Williams is in the game, number 15. I see Jamin Brakefield. I like him as a player, number 5. Okay, good defense. Let's go. Oh my goodness. For some reason, this has happened before when I put Willie in the game, but he can dunk the ball. And, okay, give up a layup on defense. Jeremy Roach, he's a tough player. And Roach could certainly start too, and he has started games, but they've been going with Goldwire lately. There we go. Nice play by Isaiah. We got a 23-16 lead. But for some reason, Harrington's athleticism or dunk ability or whatever it is seems to be pretty good. At least I'm able to get dunks off on those fast breaks, but that's not something you're going to see in a game. Brakefield's one of those guys off the bench right now for Duke they got to pay attention to. He's a guy I think that has a bright future moving forward. Mark Williams. I cannot let that happen. He's a 7-foot center off the bench.
Number 50 brings it up court. Bounces it to the elbow. With the crossover. Brooks has it in the paint. Dishes out left.
Gotta knock down that shot. There we go. 25-19. Got a little bit of a lead here. Okay, how many? Brooks has 2 fouls. We got to get him out. That's what I was talking about. We cannot have foul trouble. Brooks is a guy that could be a guy to watch for fouls, and Dengak too. You know, both of those guys. So I want to get into it. First off, drop in the comments if you guys have any suggestions, comments, or anything about this video, about this game. Let me know what you guys think.
Number 22 inbounds the ball. About 4.5 minutes left.
And for people curious about the channel, I'm definitely planning on continuing the football dynasty series I have going on. And I have the baseball one that's already started back up for the real 2021 rosters. You can check the site for that, the channel for that. Let's see if we can kind of... Okay, so I want to discuss this. A few things Miami can do to potentially have better results, right? The Duke game, regardless of what happens, it's going to be tough to win this game. A lot of things are going to have to go right, including right there, McGusty making threes. But one of the things I would like to see Miami give a shot at is playing a 2-3 zone defense a majority of the time. It's their secondary defense right now, but they don't play it very often. They really just go with their man defense. The reason why I think they should go to the 2-3, even though that's out of character for Jim Larranaga's teams, they pride themselves on their man defense and whatnot, but I feel like with a limited amount of depth, going to a 2-3 zone for a majority of the time would help the players, in a sense, relax on defense, if that makes sense. When you go to a zone defense, there's ways that you can still be okay, what in the world? That was terrible. Okay, I don't know why I threw that. Okay. I want to make sure that see the energy levels dropping down. But I think the zone defense can allow players to kind of rest at times. And it's not like they can just stand there and not do anything. I need to work on my 2-on-1 breaks. Let's see if we can let's get this one back. Oh, we got to get an and one there or a finish, just a straight dunk without the foul. Kind of took a bad angle. That's okay. 30-26 lead. Well, they didn't even give me a shooting foul. Wow, okay. We've had some bad sequences here. I'm trying to talk about the zone defense. But I think it would certainly help. And I think even with that thinking, the way I would start it out for Miami's starting five with the zone defense, and maybe it would give Duke troubles. Zone defense can do that at times for certain teams. So but it's not just about Duke. It's just about with where Miami's at right now. 2-3 zone. I start McGusty and Wong up top, and then across the back I would start Miami's 3 forwards and center. You know, I'd put Brooks in the middle. He played zone defense a lot at Cincinnati. He's had to play man at Miami, but when he was at Cincinnati, he played zone. So I think he'd be good right there in the middle. Then I'd put Dangak and Anthony Walker on the 2 sides for a lot of length on that back side. It also would help with the rebounds on the weak side with Gak or even Anthony Walker. And Walker's a guy that's 6'8", but he's athletic. He can kind of stretch out to that 3-point line and defend that, you would think. The only problem is that those are only Miami's only 3 forward post guys on the team that are playing right now. Nice finish. Which is fine by me. So what I would do is just make substitutions. I'd have Beverly and Harrington off the bench. I'd move Beverly in on that backside, or if you would rather have Cameron McGusty as one of those, the backline defender, that's fine too. I would just rotate in on that first substitution and then just kind of rotate, and maybe you could find times where it'd be hard to have all 3 at the same time. But I would try to do that as much as possible if they're all staying out of foul trouble and not getting too tired. One of the reasons what makes me think Miami could go to a zone is because, you know, with the minutes and things like that, is that's what Syracuse does a lot. And Syracuse runs that zone really well. But the thing is, their players play heavy minutes because they are in that zone defense. It's been like that for years. It's not one season or anything like that, but their top guys play a lot of minutes, and that's part of the reason they're able to do that. And I like Miami's length with those 3 guys in the back. And if you flip it to offense, maybe you're wondering, maybe that's not enough scoring and things like that, but Beverly's not giving you much on offense right now. And I think Anthony Walker, the way you can move him around on offense on the half-court set, he can kind of get to certain spots, and then you can move Dangak and Nasir Brooks, maybe have both of them, you know, either with flex cuts or something to try to get each other open. You could, some sort of high-low. Dangak played a lot of high post in high school. You know, you can kind of feed him, and Coach Larranega, there's Dang right there on the dunk. Coach Larranega also mentioned recently after last game that he liked Dang's passing ability out of the high post, so I'm thinking it could make sense. The big thing also would be Gak and Brooks together. They'd have to get back on defense. It'd just be something that they have to work on. And like I said, stamina, foul trouble, things like that.
From in close.
I would give it a shot. And honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, I want to run this in the second half. We'll see how it looks. We'll run a 2-3 zone. I've been running man the whole first half here. Okay, back to the game here. Let's see if we can hold. We're off to this nice lead, but then they've been really tough. Roach, oh my goodness, Jeremy Roach. He's a nice freshman. Nice finish by him. And Duke is primarily going to play their top guys in a rotation. You're going to see maybe a few subs get some minutes, but it'll probably primarily be their starting five, with Roach as kind of their top guys getting minutes right now. Man, yeah, Moore's tough on the defense. Good at steals. Okay, we got one. Okay, Harrington. Let's find somebody. Nice pass, Willie. Okay, let's take the lead into halftime here. Got that lockdown defense, Willie. Oh, that's Beverly. Okay. We got to block that. Oh, no. I wanted to. Okay. That was one heck of a half. 40-40. A lot of positives. We were able to score some points. Our defense was not very good. They've got a lot of guys that can score. And that's even with Jalen Johnson dealing with foul trouble. So we knocked down a few threes. Both teams shooting the ball really well. Just one of those halves. Okay, Walker with 12 leads us. I want to go ahead and change up that the primary defense. I don't know why it's a 1-3-1. We never play that. Yeah, go 2-3. And just, man, I'm going to leave the tempo, those things the same. Bench depth. I'm just putting it at 7 because that's how many we have. But yeah, so the real possibility is Elijah Olani could possibly feature in this game. He's missed the last 2 games with a shoulder injury, so he would be an extra body for sure. He's a 6'5" guard. Nice all-around game. Certainly would give them a boost.
Let's check in with Tracy Wilson.
During halftime, I talked with the Hurricanes coach. He told me that he was going to do just
okay, I don't know what Dengak was doing. Okay, there's our 2-3 set.
He continued by saying that his players responded best when they played.
And I need to get the 5 in that I was talking about.
Up ahead. It's loose. Next 3. And it's picked up by Miami. Wong.
Nice finish.
Drops in the floater. He's shooting 50.
Isaiah Wong, when he's going well, he could score in a lot of different ways. He's got 11 points here for us. So that's good to see.
The crossover. Moore releases from 16 feet. It's off.
Good rebound.
Big fella to get that rebound. Wong with the shot. Gets nothing but net.
Nice jumper by Isaiah. And Isaiah's got a guy that has to shoot at volume, even if his percentages aren't great at times.
Picks it up. Catches the nice lead pass in stride. And hits the layup.
Yeah, nice pass by Goldwire.
Still behind.
Stewart's a nice player for Duke.
Long. Lobs it cross court.
Can knock down
Rises
threes.
and
Can go to the basket.
down low.
Good ball handler.
This crowd couldn't be any happier. Just listen to the people in this building. Nice look by Beverly. 4 assists, and he leads both teams in that category.
Okay, Willie Harrington, his dunk rating has to be like a 90. This is ridiculous. I don't know why he's able to dunk. He's only like 6'1", 6'2".
Passes it to the wing. Crosses
We'll
it
take it for sure, but you don't see that very often. There's other guys I can't dunk with, so I don't know
up.
why
Close the gap to 4.
he's able to get these things going.
Number 22.
Trying to use some ball screens here.
Bold pass. Stolen.
Oh, that's a
Gets
risky
whistled
pass.
for a foul.
Terrible pass.
When you're in foul trouble like this, it's impossible not to let it get into your head a little bit.
Okay, we're going to set up in this 2-3 zone that I was talking about with Wong and McGusty up top and kind of get the length there. It's a nice start with this unit. Nice finish. I would like to see Miami try to get out in transition. It's so tough though for all teams. Almost all teams would like to get out in transition. It's just easier said than done. But certainly if there's opportunities in the game, I'd like to see Miami go ahead and take that. Gusty knocking down threes. You know, there was a time Miami has made this adjustment before years ago. With kind of a depleted roster, they did switch to a zone. So it wouldn't be shocking, but there's been no indication that they're going to do that. It's just something I've been thinking about with their roster construction, trying to, you know, come up with something different to try. And I think that'd be a good place to start. I think their three-point shooting, with the struggles Walker and Beverly have had, I think they should definitely cut down on their shots from three. I think McGusty should be shooting threes, particularly on spot ups. I think he's better as a spot up shooter than off the dribble. You know, most players are, but it seems to be that he really struggles off the dribble. We have a little bit of a lead here. Shout out to everybody that's still watching. Definitely appreciate you. And this might be the last one of these I do for this season. If you remember, I did the season opener against North Florida, the Big Ten Challenge with Purdue, and then North Carolina, and now Duke. So I think I'm just going to do the 4. You can certainly see, even in this game, the staminas go down so quickly. I didn't do a good job of using my timeouts in the first half. Okay. Oh my goodness, nice defense. They got a good defensive team here. Stewart and Moore getting steals. And Roach, Goldwire gets a ton of steals. I think that's something to watch for. Goldwire, his pressure on the ball. Beverly most likely is going to handle those responsibilities, and he definitely has to hang on to the ball. I've never been a fan of Beverly at the point guard spot, even in a backup role. And now with Likes out, it's been a huge downgrade at that position. And Miami just does not have a point guard on the roster, a true point guard. You know, Isaiah can handle it a little bit. That's not where he's at his best as an offensive player. Although I would like to see him in more pick and roll situations, but Miami is bringing in point guards in the next recruiting class. Bensley Joseph. I've seen Poplar. So he can also play it too, but with Joseph. But the only thing is, you know, Likes is not expected back at this time. You're going to have a freshman point guard or Beverly. I think that's not the way to go. I think if they're able to find a transfer point guard that can play right away, I think that would be great with where this program is right now. Also, I've talked about it for years. I feel very strongly that Miami should make a really strong emphasis on filling their roster of the 13. Okay, I don't know why he just fell down. We'll take it though. Up by 8. A strong emphasis on filling the 13-man roster you're able to do. You get 13 scholarships in college basketball. Miami for years has not been going full. I've asked Coach Larinaga about why they don't do that, especially when they've had these injury problems like they do now. In the past, it's been similar. But basically, they feel like, as a staff, they don't want to bring someone in just to bring them in if it's not an upgrade or they don't think they can contribute. But I just have always felt that you don't want to get in these situations with a limited roster. Also, there's a huge difference of finding an upgrade over a walk-on for depth as opposed to making someone a starter. And the way rosters turn over so much, just because you're full at 13 doesn't really handcuff you as much as you would think. It's just a philosophy thing. So Miami has 12 scholarship players going in on the roster right now with 2 walk-ons. Okay, anyways, we've got a nice little 13-point lead. Finally going on a little bit of a run here. Roach with 9 points. That was a nice three-pointer. You can knock him down.
Passes it to the corner.
They wanted me to go off a ball screen on this play. Let's take it. There we go. Oh, I did not get that pick.
Walker gets it on the elbow. Number 23 lets it go. Grabs the rebound.
It's not bad. I'm trying to run a little bit of half-court stuff. Man, they get the ball up in a hurry if we on a miss.
And you have to wonder if one of these two teams will eventually run out of gas.
10-point lead, 3:15 to go. I want to... Okay, that was good timing. I'll close this out here. I want to get Wong back in, and I want to close it with Brooks. Gak has been a little tired. Yeah, he's a 74. 93 for Brooks, so that's good. I'm going to close this out. That should be our 5 that we're going to go with down the stretch. If Brooks fouls out or something, I can always put Gak back in. 10-point lead. Definitely wanted Wong back in there.
Stewart passes it down low. Loose, but it's recovered by Hurt. Pulls the trigger. The 3 won't fall.
That's just a blown assignment by the defense. You can't afford too many of those. The crossover.
Wong fires from 11 feet out.
It's a nice putback by Brooks. That's what Miami needs him to do. Get on the boards a little bit more. That's been disappointing. He's not a big-time scorer or anything like that, but he's not been able to rebound at the level that you would like. And it's tough to crash the boards on offense because they don't want to give up runouts for the other team, but you would like to, if Brooks is able to get some offensive putbacks, it would certainly help the team. I'm very curious to see how he plays. He's got to be aggressive in this game, even if he's coming off the bench. We'd like to see a lot more out of Brooks than what you've seen lately.
Misses the three-pointer.
Nice run out by the defender. He can hit that shot, but it's a lot harder with the D all over him like that.
Okay, we're going to knock down these free throws. We should win this game. We're up 14, 2:23 left.
And he makes the first.
Miami was only 1 of 8 last game against Wake Forest from the free throw line. I'd like to see the attempts go up. Obviously, you want to see more makes, but again, if you're looking for ways to kind of save energy, the free throw line is a good way of doing it also. Another way Larinaga can help the team or help certain players.
Get it out of there, big fella. You have to protect the lane, and that time they tried to steal.
And I'm thinking about, I think they can use Willie Harrington in this role, but right before a media timeout, which is every 4 minutes, in case you didn't know, on a dead ball situation. But if it's right before that, you can take out one of the top players and kind of, even though he doesn't, and then put him back in after the media timeout. But in that sense, you're trying to strategize where he's not missing a lot of game action, but he's getting a couple extra minutes of actual rest on real time with the timeout situation. I see teams around the country do that a lot more. I think Miami would benefit from doing that, trying to work the timeouts to their favor.
Brooks inbounds the ball.
Nice finish by Beverly. He can certainly do that. I remember when Beverly and Wong got on campus
Abysmal stats.
as freshmen and talking to Isaiah, and Isaiah's pretty athletic too, and he can dunk and do all those kind of things, but he was impressed by Beverly. Just Beverly's got a different gear with that kind of stuff.
Off the backboard and in. He's got 10. Skips it to the baseline.
Nice. So basically, it was a tight game, and then we just were able to pull it out or extend the lead. They've been missing some shots here the last few minutes. Nice putback dunk by Johnson. Had a quiet game with the foul trouble, but that's kind of Johnson in a nutshell. If he could have quiet games, but he could have these crazy games where he puts up monster numbers. The ability is there every game. I want to get to 80 here. Let's see. Let's just keep running it. What? Did I just pass to myself? I threw an alley-oop. I don't know what's going on here. I threw an alley-oop, and McGusty ended up catching it. I don't know what happened, but we're going to keep trying to score. Nice. So that's McGusty and Wong with at least 20 seconds. We're going to keep trying to score. I'm not going to run out the clock and dribble it out. Let's see if we can get another bucket. Oh, come on, pick and roll. Set the screen. Where is Brooks going?
Dishes to the low block.
Nice. Walker with a really good game. He's going to have a tough matchup with Hurt and Johnson, but even Brakefield and Williams, but hopefully Walker can have a good game. Okay, great game. 82-60. It was 40-40 at the half. Able to pull it out. Isaiah Wong had a good game, 21 points. I like the 8 of 15. We'll take that. 5 assists. That's good.
Back to Greg Gumbel with today's version of the Pontiac game-changing performance.
Hi, and welcome everyone to the 2K Sports Studios. I'm Greg Gumbel, and we're going to bring you our Pontiac game-changing performance. There is nothing more exciting in basketball than
game-changing performance. It's this two-handed slam by Willie.
Had their way on the inside today, and this tremendous slam sums up their dominance. Get a load of this monster.
What an impressive dunk. Good job, Willie. Great game, but definitely appreciate everybody for stopping in. Once again, hit the like button if you haven't yet. Subscribe to the channel. Also, drop in the comments. Let me know what you think about this game. Some keys to the game for both teams. I want to take a look at the box score before we wrap this up, so you can see the stats a little bit, which are the individual stats. Yeah, Wong and McGusty 21, Walker 16. Obviously, if Miami gets that kind of production, they're going to have a good chance of winning the game. Harrington a couple 4 points, couple buckets. And then with Duke, yeah, Hurt almost had that double-double. Roach can certainly score. Goldwire. Stewart's a guy that I'd be very surprised if he had a low-scoring game. But anyways, thanks again for watching, for all your coverage of the Miami Hurricanes. Check out InsideTheU.com. You can follow me on Twitter at InsideTheU. Thanks again, and take care.